Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our May 12th council meeting. We'll begin with calling this meeting to order at 7:01. Adoption of the agenda. Are there any additions?
I would like to add 18.0 in camera, please.
18.0.
Yeah.
Pen's not working. Deputy Mayor, did you?
Yes, I have something to add in camera as well, but won't that be 15? 15:1 and 15:2?
Still 18.1 on a regular agenda.
Adjournment.
I know, I see that.
Question period goes 14 to 18. So
I
it
know.
would be technically be 15.
Yeah, we could call it 15.1 for Councillor Lebrion. And 15.2, Deputy Mayor? Oh, do you have a, is it FOIPable?
Yes, it would be,
1724?
pardon me?
1724,
Yes.
okay. All right, any other additions? Can I have someone move to accept the agenda then, please? Councillor Lebrion, all in favor? Carried. The minutes of the regular meeting. Is there any errors?
I believe resolutions 109, 110, and 111 should have a further addition because we adjourned those to an open house on the 26th, I believe. Each of those three items.
Which ones?
Resolutions 109, 110, and 111. Sorry, I didn't write down the headings. So the bylaw to establish a direct control district is going to an open house, as is the land use bylaw, replace and repeal, as is the municipal development plan amendment. I believe we set all three of those for an open house on May 26th, and that should be reflected in the minutes.
Do you have that?
Your Worship, I will get this amended.
Perfect.
Okay.
Other than that, I'll move the minutes as amended.
All in favor? Carried. So my report with CRA, over the coming weeks, we're closely observing the cabinet appointments relevant to CAR, our CRAW's mandate. We're also monitoring the recent rail car performance data. In some cases, not so much high level, but in other cases, rail delays and shortfalls have been 50% for agricultural producers. Supply rates continue to fall. So we're also keeping an eye on wildfire and drought conditions and assessing the impact to the rail car supply. April 30th, I had a meeting with Eric Franke and Minister Sawney's team and other members. Minister Sawney is doing a rural Alberta tour to hear directly from the people and find out what's working, and especially in High Level on June 9th, and she will be touring our hospital, our schools, our college, as well as engaging with citizens of High Level. She will then tour Fort Vermilion and Lacrete on June 10th. May 2nd, I attended the trade show, and a huge thank you to President Josh Lambert and the entire chamber team for bringing back the trade show. It was fantastic, and it was a real positive and energetic movement for our community, and it was great to see all the local businesses and organizations and residents reconnecting and showcasing and supporting one another. So, thank you very much to the chamber. May 3rd, myself and some members of council cooked a fabulous breakfast for the vendors of the trade show, although we had limited people participating. I guess they didn't realize what great cooks we were. So, yeah, that was really a lot of fun, and then I spent the rest of the day reconnecting with people, helping with the NWSAR booth and helping tear it down. On May 5th, we had a meeting with Toko, Adam Blythe, Pino Pouche, and Janice Simpkins. It was a pleasure to welcome Pino to his new role as CAO. Our conversations were very, very productive and highlighted the shared commitment of our partnership with our largest employer, second largest, and working collaboratively for the future. So we're looking forward to continued dialogue with Toko as we go forward. May 6th, I attended the Golden Range meeting and provided a report on Boreal housing, which include the data in our independent, which includes 31 suites. 23 of them are occupied, 8 of them by Alberta Health Services staff. In continuing care, there are 20 suites and 19 of them are occupied. Supportive living, there's 12 suites with 1 occupied, and these are the former lodge suites, and we're finding that most people do not want to come in to lodge. They wait until they're supportive living. So if the decline continues in this area, we will be approaching the minister to perhaps put them up to continuing care suites as we have more interest and wait list in that area. The dementia, there's 8 suites in the dementia unit. It's fully serviced. We're awaiting AHS and staffing. So as soon as we get the staff, that dementia unit will open. And Minister Nixon might be shuffled, so we might be waiting longer. And that's my report. If there's any questions, I'll answer them. Yes?
Sorry, CAO Plus asked me to let you know that she's on, but she's having some audio difficulties, so she's turned off.
Okay, thank you. Questions? If not, could I have someone move my report?
I'll move your report, Madam.
Thank you, Councillor Welke. All in favor? Carried. Council committee reports, Deputy Mayor.
Sorry, I missed the Chamber Trade Show, but I was at the Alberta Association of Police Governance Convention and AGM on May 2nd and 3rd in Westlock. As always, some pretty interesting presentations, some changes coming to FOIP that are a direct result of changes to AI technology. So there's going to be more coming on that. There was a further update on the regional policing committees, and because we don't have our own municipal services agreement because we're under 5,000, we're required to participate now in a regional. So just because of the distances, I'm not sure if we could get an exemption to continue with our own or whether we're going to have to join with the county and Rainbow Lake. But that's something that we're gonna have to get moving on here right away. There were some really interesting presentations. One was on cultural diversity training, and there may be some opportunities for council to participate in that. It was, of the 4 now that I've attended, this by far was the largest conference. They've had a number of new municipalities join the organization, and next year, if someone's interested in going, I believe it's going to be in Tabor. Then this past weekend, May 10th and 11th, I, along with town staff, was at the trade show in Yellowknife. Was really well attended. I don't know what the total was. We were told that Sunday morning that the attendance on Saturday was just over 2,500 people. Certainly our ballot box for the giveaway for 2 nights donated by the Flamingo, and then tickets to the birthday concert. The entries had to be pushed down or shaken down several times so that more would fit in there. So I'm not sure how many total entries we got, but left messages for all the winners, and hopefully they'll be able to attend. Just kudos to Jenna and her staff. They did a fantastic job setting up the booth, staffing the booth, and answering all the questions.
So with that regional, are they not making us go regional with Peace River and?
No, it would be just within our specific region. So Peace River, because of their population, they'll have a municipal one because they pay for policing. So here, the county's the only one that pays. So they're looking at us establishing a regional one, and I think we're sort of behind. This probably should have been up and running already. But maybe we can get our the people that are on that paid staff on that with the Bison Center to look into that further, and we need to get that established. And just in my opinion, because of the geographic differences, we may be able to, or it may be appropriate to get an exemption so that we have continue to have our own as opposed to doing a regional one. Just our issues may not be the same as what may be in other areas of the municipality or even in Rainbow Lake.
All right, what about Chate?
Well, Chate,
Covers Rainbow, but
okay, it would include the Chate detachment, but not the community of Chate. So if we did have a regional one, it would cover 4 detachments: Fox Lake, Fort Vermilion, High Level, and Chate.
okay. Thank you. Any questions for him? No? Councillor Anderson.
May 3rd, I also helped cook breakfast for the vendors at the trade fair, and then attended it. I thought it was a very good trade fair. Well attended from what I understand, well set up, lots of diversity within the trade fair itself. So I thought it really went over, I think it went over very, very well. So kudos to the chamber for their efforts, and that's all I have.
Thank you. Councillor Lambert.
Well, leading up to the trade show, I was setting it up mostly, but May 2nd and 3rd, I also attended the trade show, and on the 3rd also attended, helped cook breakfast for the vendors in the morning. But yeah, it was amazing. It blew my expectations. We put a lot of effort into that, and I think everyone could see that it was a huge success. So thanks to everyone that took part and helped make it happen, especially the sponsors, including the town. But yeah, no, I heard nothing but good news from the vendors. It's a little hard because now I don't know what to improve on if there's anything for next year, but but no, it went over really well. The setup was amazing. Takedown was quick too. I was very surprised, but it was nice to see people connecting and being able to go out there. It's a lot of people you haven't seen in many years, and that was some of the feedback I heard from a lot of people too, that they there's some people that they didn't even know still lived here, and they got to see them after a long time. So it was really good. And again, like as Councillor Anderson mentioned, the diversity, there was a lot of different things going on, and that was another comment that was made, is they liked to see that it wasn't a lot of the same industries and businesses. It was many different ones, and everyone was very interactive with everybody, which I've heard compared to other trade shows that they can be a little more lax and not as entertaining, but these ones were really good. Everyone was willing to get up and talk to everybody. There's lots of draws. So yeah, no, it was fantastic. We're already planning the next one, so thanks again.
Yeah, it was good. My favorite was the tequila booth.
Oh, and we calculate almost 3,000 people came through the doors. So
Oh, 3,000.
busiest night was on Friday, but it was very, very busy.
That's awesome.
It's good.
Good job, you guys. Thank you, Councillor Lambert and Councillor LeBrion.
All I have to report is cooking breakfast on the 3rd as well. And then I myself attended the trade show as well, and same as everybody else, it was really great. Got to see a lot of people I haven't seen in a while, so kudos, good job. That's it.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillor Welke.
April 29th, I had an FASD meeting, just a standard, nothing new. And I was not able to attend the trade show, but again, congrats to the chamber and to Councillor Lambert for pulling that off. I've heard nothing but good things about it too. I have a question regarding committees. Have we had any notification on the bursary applicants for graduation?
It's only the end of May, beginning of May. Oh, I guess, no.
I just saw the banners going up and I thought, geez.
Called Amber on Friday, and she said she was going to get back to me this week.
Okay, maybe it's a little early anyways. I just
No,
thought
it's
I'd
not.
ask.
The grads at the end of May or beginning,
Yeah, okay.
huh?
So
Yeah.
I feel like I've had a lack of committee involvement lately, so we should check on
Maybe you
that.
want to take over Councillor Jessamyn's committees.
Oh, we can chat about that later. Couple other things. Can I put in a request that we have the council committee chart put back in our agenda package? It used to be the full listing. I like to review that to make sure, some of the committees that meet irregularly that we can follow up on. The airport beautification task force, for example, I think I'm on that, but I haven't heard anything on that.
Well, we haven't been given a budget so there's
Okay.
not much to talk about.
So, yeah, like some of those I like to just, make sure, I'm not missing some things, that sort of thing. So
Yeah.
it was that nice blue chart that was used to be in every package, shows all the committees. And lastly, I did hear back finally from Alberta Health, and they have tentatively approved all of their members. So I submitted a bio, just a basic bio that'll go on the website, but they will still get back to everyone regarding next steps and when there will be any meetings or when it will actually begin. So moving slowly, but moving. That's all I have to report.
Okay, thank you. Any questions?
Sorry, can I just add on? I was sort of mid-sneeze at the end of my report. Just wanted to add from the Yellowknife Trade Show, just the overwhelming number of comments of appreciation by the residents up there for all of the actions taken by community services during the evacuation. Even though it was 2 years ago, still fresh in everyone's mind. The number of positive comments about the reception center, people spending the night. One gentleman actually came up and said he would enjoy spending another night in the arena. And they just so appreciative of all of the steps that the town staff took. And not only the town, but the community at large, people that opened up their yards and fields and stuff for people to camp on. So, they really, really do appreciate. And almost everyone had a story about their favorite hotel or restaurant or whatever. So, I think it's a worthwhile venture to go up there, and I think the town gets a lot of good out of it. Anyway, that's it.
It's like going to Holland. It's like going to Holland. Kudos to Jenna and her staff and all the town staff that participate and make everybody feel so welcome. All right, could I have someone move the council reports? Councillor Lambert, all in favor? Carried. CAO report.
Good evening, Your Worship and Council. I
Good
also
evening.
attended the trade show with my team on May 2nd and 3rd and had the opportunity to meet a lot of members of our community and visitors and had interesting conversations, received a lot of positive feedback. And then I also want to take this opportunity to thank the team again for their hard work on our booths. And I'm also working with engineers and consultants to see if we can get some of our outstanding projects ready, especially 100th Ave. So once we hear from the grant funder, if we have everything in order, maybe we can proceed to tender. I'm still working on this. And also other projects, working with the senior management team to see if we can get some traction on the community park and the town hall generator, and also the crosswalk by the hospital. And yes, so that's keeping me busy. HR issues as well. And that's it for me. I welcome any questions.
Questions for the CAO? Deputy Mayor?
Can we have an update on the financial reports?
I'm still working on this. We're trying to, a part of trying to get some traction on these projects is some of the grants that the town applied from 2022 through 2024 relate to some of these projects. So as soon as I can get some traction, I can give the province an update. And then I'm also working on CCBF to try and finalize those to get the financials, the audit done as soon as I can. That's also ongoing.
So is there an estimated time frame to get those done?
I'm hoping to get this done in the next 2 weeks.
Okay, certainly one would come before the other, or they're gonna both be wrapped up at the same time?
One will come before the other because I'm also trying to collect some outstanding balances that I can update council during the in-camera session. Yes.
Thank you.
Any
You're
other
welcome.
questions? Okay. Could I have someone move the CAO report, please?
I'll move the CAO report.
Councillor Anderson, all in favor? Carried. Okay, under administrative inquiries, I asked that this be put on because like the registration is already opened for AFPA and early registration. So we're looking for a council motion to send myself and one other councillor to this meeting, conference. Anybody wishing to go?
I would like to attend if I could.
Oh, I thought you were reaching for your. Okay, could I have a motion from someone? Or information or what?
I'll move to send the mayor and Councillor Lambert. But they're also looking for the package. So we're members, correct?
Tolko is a member, so that makes us a member.
Okay, but whether there's extra tickets required for the Wednesday and Thursday events? I'll include that in my motion.
I'm not taking anyone with me.
Well, in case Councillor Lambert is, I'll include in the motion for, additional reception and, dinner tickets if required.
Okay, all in favor? Carried. Moving to correspondence for action. We do have a Muni date for the Municipal Leaders Caucus, and this is in Peace River. So I'm looking for a motion to send any counselors, and this is only a day. So I'm looking for a motion to send counselors to this. Is there any interest from council? I would like to go, seems it's so close. Peace River, June 25th. You have a job? Anybody else have a job? Could I have a motion to send myself again?
I can make that motion.
Thank you, Councillor Welke. And anybody else that really wants to go, let administration know, because it is a registration fee of $115. All in favor? Carried. All right, that ends our meeting, the public portion. Could I have a motion to move in camera?
I'll make that motion.
Councillor Welke, all in favor? Carried. So thank you for the short attendance. So this